Okay, this is Navy Old Salt Gamer. I'm back on Mars. I've stopped trying to do nitrous oxide. I got it over here yet, but whenever I loaded it on my rocket, um, it would turn into liquid, and I had trouble. I tried multiple things. So I'm back to volatiles and oxygen, not oxide. But I learned a couple things. I learned you could put pumps on these and monitors on them. So my problem was, as this tank depressurized, I kept losing thrust. So I said, well, if I put some kind of pump here, then I could keep the pressure in this section and keep things running. Now the question is, where do I set that? So I did put, this is going to be some testing, and there's a high chance that I'm going to blow myself up, quite frankly. So I have, when you hook the turbo pump up and the pipe analyzers, they show up in here. And if you go to the turbo pump, you can actually change the setting here by just typing it in and hitting return. And then if you go to the rocket, it moved it to 20. So you can control everything from here. I don't know if the rocket automatically controls it during flight. I kind of doubt it. So we're going to start this at 1. Because I want to see if I can get this to 21 or 22 kN, the thrust. So if you don't set a destination on the map and you ignite the rocket, then it won't leave the pad. There's a couple things I got to turn off. I think I wanted to get this to 10 megapascals, or megapascals, because, yeah, I'm at 11, because that's about what I get down to sometimes, and I want to keep everything pressurized. So let's see if we can blow ourselves up. Now, I don't even know what order to do this in. What happens if I turn the engines on and there's no fuel? Does that cause a problem? Well, let's find out. Nope, nothing blew up. So now, if I go here, let's turn the turbo pump on. It went poof. Oh! There it goes. So it does work. That was scary. But I have only one thing of thrust. So let's turn that back off. And what's my pipe display saying here? Pressure. Oh boy, you don't need much. Turbo pump, turn that off. So that's too much because the pressure's going up. See, now it's going down because I have it off. What do I have it set for? Turbo. I only had it set for 1. So, okay. So for that purpose, let's turn the gas engine off. It's awful sound. I did print out a regular pump, because that seems to be like too much. So let's take this off. And put this regular volume pump on in its place. Not that direction, not that direction, that direction. And that's data and all in one, right? Yeah. So let's see what we got here now. Volume pump. So let's turn this to 1. doing for fuel. I shouldn't have used too much. Yeah, we're still above 10, so that's good. I was wondering if I could, it didn't hurt it. I was thinking wondering if I had to disconnect all my umbilicals, but it didn't hurt it. If you launch with those connected, it destroys them. So you can test with those connected. Alright, so let's turn this back on and that on. Oh, that's maximum. I don't want to do that yet. Can I not control this? Huh. Setting. Oh, there it is. Setting. I'm sorry. That was okay. So let's turn that back on and go to my pipe analyzer. So the kilonewtons are going up, but this is still going up. How do I keep it from going up too high? What am I up to here? 2.8. I'm surprised I haven't blown myself up, quite honestly. Three. Okay, so that leveled up at 10,000. So let's go to the volume pump and change the setting to tube. Go back to the pipe analyzer. You see, now it's going up again. So I guess this does level off at a certain point. 6 kilonewtons. And that's starting to level off again. Alright, let's go full crazy here. Raise that to 3. Pipe analyzer. 9. 20,000. Pump, change it to 4. How's my tank here? We're still okay. Pipe analyzer. 23, 11. Stuck at 11. Volume pump. Move that to 5. I need 20. Nope, I still don't have 20. I'm going to jump it to 7. Now I gotta watch that I don't over pressurize that. Nope, I'm stuck. And it's starting to go down because I'm losing pressure in the tank. Yeah, I'm running out of fuel. See what happens if I blow myself up here. I gotta get this to 20. It does not look like I'm going to be able to do it. Okay. that off. Oh, didn't it just blow up, did it? No, okay. So, now I'm thinking I might need some kind of IC chip or something to control the pressure. But I would call that a successful test only because I did not blow myself up. So I used up 10 megapascals or so. Yeah, 7 or 8. So I got to repressurize. And then I'm going to do a little more research on how I could put an IC chip or some kind of chip in here to automatically control this to keep it at a pressure of like 39.5 or something like that. I could use the turbo pump for that. It would be quicker. Okay, so I'm going to pause this. Let me do some more experimenting, but I would call that test a success. I think I'll go back to the volume pump. And if you look on here, this is how I figured this out. If you put pump on here, and constructible in rockets. I was like, oh, well, okay. Let's see if the IC chip is. That's going to have a lot of stuff in it. IC chip, sorry. I should have did that better. Did I pass it? Yeah, I might have. How about chip? There, oh, that's an IC mud. Well, crying out loud. Isn't that an IC chip? No. There it is, logic devices. How about a housing? Can you put that in there? Well, that doesn't look promising. I don't see it. I wonder if I could put the housing down here and the chip down here through the computer and have it controlled that way. Interesting. Okay, so more testing is needed, but that was kind of interesting. I'll be back. Okay, so continuing my experiments, I named the rocket volume pump, and rocket pipe analyzer. And even though that's not connected, I guess since through the data link in the computer, I can actually read it, the rocket volume pump setting. So if I can read the rocket volume pump setting, I could probably read the, it's better to go backwards. I should isolate this, I haven't done it yet. Rocket volume tank umbilical. Rocket volume pump. Alright, so I may have to page through this a little bit. What was that? Rocket computer. I'm looking for anything with rocket. They're not in alphabetical order for some reason. But if I get the solar panels, I don't have them isolated here, and I really should. I might have to do that to make this a little easier in the long run here. Rocket pipe analyzer. And I can look at the pressure. And there it is. So if I can read that, then I can control it. So now I'm going to set up an IC chip to have that pressurized to 39 megapascals and then turn off and keep it there. So that's kind of interesting. I will try that next and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I got a simple program written. We're going to test this first. I could probably add some stuff. But I think turning it off and on will be sufficient. So basically, I have load the rocket pressure, rocket analyzer pressure. If it's greater than 39,000 or 39 megapascals, turn it off. If it's not, turn it on. And that should keep the rocket engine piping pressurized to 39 megapascals. So let's see. Turn this on, get my error. Okay, turn it off. This is, I'm going to end up blowing myself up. But this is how you learn. So rocket analyzer. It's before solar, so let's do it this way. I didn't isolate it, and I still should do that. But I'm afraid if I do that at this point, I don't know what I'm going to isolate that I shouldn't isolate. I have to do some research on that. Pressure, rocket avionics, rocket computer, rocket miner, rocket pipe analyzer. Now we go to rocket volume pump. Now I would have loved to have done this in, the test branch, experimental, and tested all this, but let me concentrate here for a second. Rocket volume pump. There it is. Okay, so since I'm not in the test branch mode where I can, do whatever I want and not worry about it, I'm going to do the safe thing, and I'm going to save my world. And then I'm going to turn this on. Oh, speaking of which, let me double check my pressures here. I should automate this, but yeah, that's good enough. Turn that off. Turn that off. Let me pick this up so the rocket doesn't decide to blow it halfway across the county. Alright. Here we go. Let's look at the pipe analyzer. Nothing's happening. Oh, that's because I don't have the volume pump on. So, here we go. Now, there it goes. Turn off at 39. Turn off! Turn off! Oh no! That did not work. I don't know why. Hold on a second. And we reload the previous one. I did something stupid, I'm sure. The last save would be here, I think. Yeah, probably. What did I do stupid in my program here? Let's see. Edit. Volume pump. Turn on. If it's greater than 39,000, turn off. Turn off. Set rocket volume pump on 0. Rocket analyzer. 39. Turn off. Oh, you idiot. So if it was greater than, oh no, that shouldn't work. That shouldn't matter. Now it's never, well, let's do it this way. Be less than R0 3900. Turn on. So that eliminates any possible failures up there. Okay. Return, export. Let me double check, make sure I have these set right. Rocket pipe analyzer. Now it's probably on. Gonna blow up on me. Is it erroring? Yeah, it is. Okay. You're correct. Variable line 15. Okay, so rocket analyzer, rocket pipe analyzer, rocket volume pump, rocket volume pump. What did I do wrong this time? What line was that? I didn't see the line number. Line 15. Oops. Oh. Good Lord. That could be a problem too. Alright. Precautions. Okay, so it's working. Pipe analyzer. Okay, that one worked. I could do 40,000. Let's see if there's any stress on that tank. I know the pipes might have a little bit. No stress on the tank because that doesn't have any pressure in it. No stress there either. Okay, so we're good at that setting. Alright, let's fire it up and see if I can maintain that pressure or if I have to turn something up. So, oh, I didn't turn the rocket volume pump on. Well, how did it get to 40,000? Oh, because it turns it on and up itself. Don't touch that. I wonder if that's what it was. Alright. Let's give it a test fire. 37, 40. That's good. Oh, look at that. I got enough thrust. Cool. I may have just solved my problem. I had enough thrust. Boy, that's some scary afterburn there. Alright. So now I'm going to load my rocket full with fuel and see if I can have a successful flight. I pressurized it to 35 megapascals. I don't think I'm going to need any more than that. I'm pretty heavy, but still says I only need 21, so this should work. But I'll run you through takeoff and then I'll do my mining paused and everything, and just to see if this all works okay. So I should not have to turn anything else on because the program is controlling the volume pump. So I should only have to set the destination, and we'll go here again. And hold your breath. Takeoff worked. There's a volume pump cycling on and off, so that's cool. I got 26. And this is at full throttle, I hope, or pressure-fed gas engine. Yep, so we're doing pretty good at that pressure, and it is turning off and on, and keeping it right up. Well, it's a little high, but the pipes say they can go to 60,000. I don't know why. 60 megapascals. I don't know why they were ready to blow at 48. But that seems to be working really well. I'm seeing 27 even a couple times. So that seems to be working really well. It doesn't look like I'm using any more fuel. The volume pump and pipe analyzer do use voltage, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. But 14 seconds and I'm there. Alright, so I'm going to pause it here, do my mining, and I'll come back for the landing. Okay, so a couple notes. My storage is 100% full. I got 50, that's what that storage unit can hold. Here's another note down here, battery. You need 2 batteries if you're going to fill up your miner. I'm at 50%, which means if I only had 1 battery, I'd be dead. I wouldn't be able to get back. The other thing I noticed, and I caught it just in time, and I'll show you, and I won't put the computer in, but if I look at this, I had to add this. Save rocket analyzer on, and I barely caught it in time, but I just happened to be watching to make sure everything worked. But when the rocket shut down, it turned the pipe analyzer off, and it turned it off when the volume pump was on, and a little longer and I'd have been in trouble. So if you're using my code or going to code it, make sure for when it reaches the destination, it shuts off the pipe analyzer. And luckily I was watching it and I'm like, what? Well, and I pumped it back on. But I'm currently 12 megapascals over my set pressure. Kind of scary. Another note, the mass of those 50 ores is actually 5,000 ice. There's 100 for every one, so it's 5,000 ice, and this is a lot of water. I mean, in the past, this has been a lot of water, but it does not add any weight. So there's a benefit. You can load this up, and it does not add anything to your weight. So, the other thing I was thinking, and I probably won't do it this time, but I could probably turn the volume pump, I got it all the way up, I could probably set it a little lower, so if it does over-pressurize, it won't, like, cause a catastrophe immediately. But I'm not going to do that now because I'm testing this one. Did I set that? Yeah. And I'm going to fly back to orbit first. So, turn this on. And I'm going to watch the pipe analyzers to make sure it does stay on this time. And it's turning on and off. As you see, it's off more than it's on. So I probably could turn down the setting, but I'm not going to do that right now. I should have saved it. I'll save it when I get to orbit. I meant to save it there and I didn't. But you see my weight went down a little bit as I'm burning fuel. And I have 26. I'm up around 20. All of them are above 20. So I should be okay. Don't turn off my analyzer. Ooh, it did for a second, didn't it? A little creepy. It's better though. I caught it. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of here real quick, so I get another chance if it decides to give me a rough time. Alright. Now we go here. Set that there. Set destination. And engage. I think I'm all set. Yep. I turned that battery off because it's dead now. See, I only have 49%, so my one battery is dead, so you need two. Alright, I think I'm ready. I got 20, so we're doing good there. Now, what's my rocket thrust here? Throttle 40, so that's a good number. That's a real good number. I'm usually at 80 at this point, so that's a good sign. So right now I'm not even at full throttle, and I got 9, so I got there's my altitude. It's actually gone down. Well, 40. It's hanging right around 40. The pressure's good. It bounces up pretty high. I might need to turn that 48. I saw 49 one time. I think those pipes are good to 60, but I'm not sure. I must have had water in my pipe or something when it was groaning at me. I don't remember. I'm very happy with that throttle. I'm usually a lot higher than that, so this having this pressurized with that volume pump makes a huge difference. And it isn't even really going up. If anything, it's getting lower. You see, the volume pump doesn't turn on very often, so I could probably turn that down. Next flight I'll try maybe 8. But I won't need to do another mission or another flight with 50 water on board. That's a lot of water. How's my tank? I got 19. I'll have no problem there. Pressure fed gas engine, throttle, still at 38. Oh, impact. Why? Why? Well, it keeps switching. Why is it doing that? You have more fuel. If it's going to impact, turn the volume up there. Maybe I need to go higher. I'll try that if this fails. I'll set this to maybe 45 or 50. I don't understand. I got a lot of throttle. I should not be impacting. It's just turning off longer. It just comes up with impact when the thrust goes down. Turn the throttle up, you moron. This auto lander needs some work. Well, I hear it. This could be interesting. Doesn't look like it's coming down too fast. Well, there we go. Successful landing. No. Okay, turn it back on. I'm just curious with the volume, with the 43. So even with it cracked, it still flashes impact. You just gotta grin and bear that. But there you go. So the key to the puzzle of the pressure rocket pressure. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, here I am with my big moment, and my stupid grinder's out of battery. This stupid grinder. Stupid grinder. Okay. Anyway. So the key to the pressure gas-fed engine is to put a volume pump before the engine. And you can't put it right on top of the engines, but that's okay. And to control that pressure surge, I could probably squeeze a couple more pipes in here. One or two maybe. That would help cushion that pressure surge. But I'm full. I'm full of ice. So this is actually going to be worth it. I'll extend this. I'll extend that. Did I hit it? I don't think I did. Nope. It's a little too high. So that's the pipe, and here's the why did the other one come back? Did I hit that again? Huh. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Okay, so the pump is off, so I could probably, well, my program's going to turn it back on. If I disable my program now, I'm wondering if it's because of that. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that did not overpressurize anything. I'm not sure why my power, won't extend. Okay, I guess it doesn't like the pressure analyzer. That's odd. So I'll have to remember that. Weird. Or the pipe analyzer, I should say. Alright, so I don't know any other way of activating this. I'm sure there probably is with logic. But the only way I know of is to manually pull that. And it starts dumping the ice. It should anyway. Maybe I have to turn it on. Stupid. Turn it on. There we go. I hear it. And that'll unload all the ice into my silo and automatically fill it into my ice crusher to be added to my water tank. And it's going to take a long time. I don't know if it's 50 blocks, but the last time I only did 10. I got a ton of water out of those 10. I don't know what the block sizes are. Should only be 50, but so I should only have 50 ice. I'm curious. I wonder what my pressure's up to here. I have been repressurizing these and attempting to. 8.8 kilomoles. Yep, exactly half. Okay, so it does look like, well, there's probably 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 in the chain, so it is 50 ice, but it's not the 50 ice that we normally see, because I get a ton of water out of these. I'm at 99.7 right now, and I'm using it, so. Okay, so there's the key again to getting the pressurized gas rocket engine to work. You have to use a volume pump to increase the thrust, otherwise it'll only take the pressure that's in your tank, and as you come down that decreases, you can't get enough thrust. So there you go. And I actually added a layer in here too, and I still had success. So I guess that's it for today's video. I'll show you one quick thing here. I am doing a major adjustment in here. I'm probably low on air. Nah. I've expanded this room. I'm not done in here yet. But I want to put all my Harveys on one end here and use this method that I documented in the last video to automatically restock them. Like I said, I got more work to do in here. I'll probably use them all just for the fun of it. But, I was doing that while my rocket was fueling. But that's the only major change in here. Other than that, this is Navy Old Salt Gamer. If you like this rocket analysis, and I think I've had a breakthrough. That's 2 breakthroughs in 2 days. Automatically reseating your Harveys in the last video, and getting the gas-powered rocket engine to work. Or to work at a peak. Again, if you like these videos, please subscribe and like them. I did note one other thing. I guess they did seasons because my solar panels are at a different angle. The sun's rising over here further. I've never noticed that before. It started over here. Now it's over this way. So I guess they've made seasons on the planets too now. Interesting. Alright, you have a good one.